Greetings, my lovelies. This is Blake here, and welcome to my review of The Nice Guys, which stars Ryan Gosling and Russell Crowe. So, I don't have a whole lot to talk about for this video because when I think of this movie, I could only come up with a few words to describe it, and the primary one is hilarious. I loved it. I'm a big fan of absurd comedies where there's just so many strange and surreal situations that you don't really see coming but are very funny. I love that kind of shit. It gives the film a very unpredictable edge. I thought Ryan Gosling and Russell Crowe had great comedic timing, great chemistry together. Granted, the script really gave them a lot to work with. They get a lot of funny one-liners. They're involved in sight gags that really work. And it's just their characters are so perfectly defined and they play off each other so well that I just enjoyed watching them do practically anything. I thought the kid also was really good. She's the type of kid that she's not annoying, she's actually very smart, but at the same time, she does make some critical mistakes that are very believable. But some of the things that came out of her mouth I thought were hilarious as well, and some of the situations she found herself in. So, because this film is supposed to be a comedy, it really worked on me. Now, granted, this isn't the same kind of comedy that, let's say, The Hangover was. This is more like Kiss Kiss Bang Bang, which was also directed by Shane Black, who's more famous for Iron Man 3, which oddly is probably one of his weaker films, even though that's pretty good too. In that it's more quirky and weird than conventionally humorous. So if you've seen Kiss Kiss Bang Bang and you liked it, you probably will like this one too. If you did not like that one, then maybe this isn't your cup of tea. And if you haven't seen either of them, I still think this is worth watching. I loved it anyway. I loved the 70s atmosphere, the lighting, very eye-popping with its visuals. It's the type of imagery that you will only see in a 70s period piece. I loved like some of the background. I don't know how to describe it, but just part of that atmosphere. Like you'll see a Jaws 2 poster in the background, and I'm not entirely sure if that was a mistake or not, because I believe Jaws 2 was released in 1978, whereas this film was released in 77. Maybe they were promoting it a year early, but still it made me laugh. And there were other things where if you pay attention to the background, you will see a lot of references to the decade, and that just is going to make subsequent viewings much more special. I also thought this had a pretty good core mystery, and you don't really say that about comedies too often, but I thought the plot was genuinely engaging, and the story does go into some very unexpected territory. There are things you will see that you usually would not see in this kind of mystery slash film noir throwback. So that was cool too. So this movie just worked on me in practically every way imaginable. I'm trying to think if there's anything I could criticize. The closest that comes to mind is that one gag you see in the trailer where Ryan Gosling's in the toilet stall, and then when Russell Crowe kind of confronts him, he freaks out and he's trying to keep the stall door open and failing miserably. I couldn't. That joke did not quite work with me as well as the rest of the movie did. I didn't think it totally flopped. It was still pretty amusing, but I couldn't decide whether it was because I saw that gag so much in the trailers, or if it was because it seemed like it went on a little bit too long. So if I have to nitpick, that would be all I can come up with. But otherwise, like I said, I love pretty much everything about this movie and would strongly recommend you see it in theaters. It's not going to be everybody's cup of tea, but if it is, you should love it as much as I did. So that's all I have to say. I hope you enjoyed this video. Check out my written review of The Armor of God, which is a Jackie Chan movie. Follow me on Twitter and Facebook, and my next writing should be, well, WWE's Extreme Rules when I review that. And following that, it'll either be a re-review of Lady Snowblood or The Armor of God 2, Operation Condor. So stay tuned for all of those, and I shall see you guys later.